Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna, and if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I upload videos weekly regarding fragrance hauls and more. If that sounds like your jam, please consider subscribing to become a part of the family, and don't forget to click the bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. So the first one that we're going to talk about is Flowerbomb Midnight. This is how the packaging looks like for this one. Unfortunately, mine came a little busted. I ended up picking this up on Kohl's online. It was, I think, $50 or $60 for the 1.7 ounce. For some reason, I'm not sure if they're discontinuing this or what's the deal for the price, but I hope that they don't, because I really enjoy this fragrance. This is how the perfume bottle looks like. Again, this is the 1.7 ounce bottle, and I love this so much. I fell in love with this years ago, but I was not able to pick it up because it was expensive and I could not afford it. But now that I saw this on sale, I just went ahead and picked it up. Then this is a fragrance that is very fruity and floral. You get vanilla, a hint of powderiness in here. It is a little bit spicy, but it's soft. It's nothing overwhelming. I feel like this is a fragrance that is beautiful to wear out at night when it's a little chilly outside. The fragrance notes for this one is blackcurrant, pomegranate, middle notes of night blooming jasmine and peony, and base notes of white musk and vanilla. Again, this is a fragrance that is so nice for when it's windy out, and it just meshes so well with my skin, so I absolutely love this one. If you have not tried it, I hope that you're still able to get your hands on this, but if you can, smell it, see if you like it, and if you have it, please let me know in the comments down below what is your opinion about this fragrance. I feel like personally it's underrated. I don't see too many people talk about it, but I really like this. So then that is Flowerbomb Midnight. Again, very beautiful fragrance. The next one I want to mention is another one from the house of Viktor and Rolf, and that is Flowerbomb Nectar. That is how she looks right here. That is the packaging for her. She is very pink, very beautiful, and I can assume from looking at the packaging that it's going to be very sweet based on the name, and I like the little butterfly. It's super beautiful. The packaging is so cute for this one. And this one smells very vanilla, fruity, floral, a soft spicy. I can definitely smell patchouli in here, so if you're not a fan of patchouli, I would suggest you smell this. This is definitely not a safe blind buy in my opinion, because it does have this gunpowder note that not a lot of people are fans of. I personally get that, but it's not overpowering, and it's only on the top notes, so it definitely only lingers for about 10 to 15 minutes, at least on me. Overall, it is sickly sweet. That is just what this is. It's a bomb of sweetness, of nectar, of honey smelling. The top notes are gunpowder, cassis, and bergamot. And then it has middle notes of osmanthus, orange blossom, jasmine, and base notes of vanilla, tonka bean, benzoin, and patchouli. But like I'm saying, it's absolutely vanilla sweet, very warm and cozy. I absolutely adore this fragrance. I'm so glad that I was able to pick it up. This is in the 1.7 ounce as well, but I feel like a little bit goes a long way with this one. You don't have to overspray too much, because then you might be able to get a headache. But again, this is a beautiful fragrance. I suggest you get your nose on this one. I think it's such a beautiful one, and it's so worth the price. Next, I have another one from Viktor and Rolf, and this is Flowerbomb Ruby Orchid. I feel like everybody is talking about this one. It came out this year, and I picked mine up at Sephora. This is how the packaging looks. It's super, super beautiful and floral looking, so I automatically assume it's going to be a very, very floral fragrance. And the bottle is basically the reason why my eyes were drawn to this first, because look at this beautiful dark pink bottle. I feel like I'm not making it any justice right now. The lighting is not doing it for me. But this fragrance, I know that it's not, to me personally, this one does not smell too much like the original Flowerbomb. It has the DNA, but it's not necessarily there. And that's the reason why I personally liked it. The main accords for this one are vanilla, sweet, powdery, floral, fruity, lactonic, and green. The notes in general are very basic. They're not over the top. It's not too many. The top notes are peach, vanilla, middle notes of orchid, and base notes of vanilla bean. And that's basically what this smells like. You get the peach, you get a little bit of orchid, and you get the sweetness from the vanilla. And as this sits on my skin, it just gets this floral vanilla sweet type of fragrance, and I absolutely like this so much. I personally like this better than Flowerbomb, the original. Popular opinion, but I personally really like this way better. I feel like Flowerbomb, the original, I just can't tolerate. It gives me a massive headache, and it does smell good on other people. I've complimented that fragrance on other people before, but unfortunately for me, it just gives me a headache and I cannot wear that. So this for me is just perfect. I get a little bit of Flowerbomb, but a little bit more of a peachy, sweet, floral fragrance, and I really like this. Please let me know what your thoughts about this one are. I know that a lot of people are kind of disappointed because they were expecting this to be somewhat different, but I would love to know what your opinion is about this one. Please let me know in the comments down below. Let's conversate about that. I want to know what's your opinion. For the next three fragrances, these have been on my list for a very long time, but I just did not want to splurge on them because they are a bit pricey in my opinion. And for my birthday, I decided that I wanted to go ahead and spend the money on that with my birthday gift cards and stuff like that. So I went ahead and picked these up, and I don't regret it. So the first one is Good Girl by Carolina Herrera, and this is how the packaging looks. A very huge packaging for it. And this is the 2.7 ounce, and is just so beautiful to me. Look at this heel. Isn't this so pretty? It's so nice. I cannot. I love this so much. Now this one is the original, and this one to me is just very sweet. I smell a little bit of cocoa, a little bit of almond, a little bit of warm and spiciness, and it has a hint of sweetness. It's very, and I smell almond in here too, which is another reason why I fell in love with this fragrance. I could definitely smell the almond in here, and it's so nice. This one has a lot of notes, and that is the reason why I really like this as well, because even though it has that many notes, it still smells very grounded, very well meshed together, very well blended. And this one has top notes of almond, coffee, bergamot and lemon, base notes of tuberose, jasmine, orange blossom, orris, and Bulgarian rose, and base notes of tonka bean, cacao, vanilla, praline, sandalwood, amber, musk, cashmere wood, cinnamon, patchouli, and cedar. Again, that's a very long list, but you can definitely smell all of those things in here. It's just the cacao in this is so good, and the vanilla and the coffee and everything. I love everything about this. it became one of my favorites. I cannot live without this. This is a beautiful, beautiful bottle. It smells amazing and it's absolutely worth every penny. Next, I picked up Good Girl Supreme, and this is the packaging for this one. This changes, it's gold here compared to the initial one, which was white. So that's how she looks. Very classy, very bougie looking, very beautiful. And this is how the presentation for that one looks like. Can you see it? Maybe I should put it this way. There you go. Very beautiful. It has sparkles over here all around the beautiful heel. And this one, I love all of these. I'm super, super in love with these. So this one is vanilla, fruity, floral, ambery, kind of earthy, but not overwhelmingly sickly sweet. It's not one of those. But this one has kind of fruity notes in here. So the top notes are forest fruits, Egyptian jasmine. The jasmine comes out on the initial burst. You can definitely smell that. Middle notes of tonka bean and tuberose, which you definitely smell those as well. And base notes of vetiver. And it's kind of simple compared to the initial one, but if the first one, if this one is too much for you because it's overwhelming for some people, I can assume because it's strong smelling, then you can try this one because it has the DNA of the original, but it's a little bit more lightweight, and also it's still sweet, it's still a bit floral, it's still a bit fruity, and it still kind of lasts a pretty good decent amount of time. I think this lasts about 4 to 5 hours, and then I would have to retouch, but it's definitely something that I suggest you sniff. I wouldn't say that this is a safe blind buy just because it does have jasmine and tuberose, and those are very prominent here, and also the vetiver that you can also definitely smell. So that is that one. I'm very excited that I added this to my collection as well. And lastly, from this line, we have the Légère. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but this one now comes in the white box with the black here. That's how that looks. And this is the bottle that, oh my god, I thought it was so beautiful as well. It has this gradient effect from black to kind of blue, and then it ends on white, like a very beautiful crystal looking shoe heel. Now this one, compared to the other ones, is going to be the one that is going to last the least on you. So let's talk about the accords on this one. This one has main accords of sweet, lactonic, white floral, woody, amber, citrus, and warm spicy. The top notes are ylang-ylang, mandarin orange, lemon, and bergamot. Middle notes of tuberose, jasmine, orange blossom, and Bulgarian rose. Base notes of dulce de leche, praline, tonka bean, cinnamon, sandalwood, cashmere wood, musk, amber, patchouli, and cedar. So another one that has a lot of notes, but this is not one that is going to last as long as the other two that I just mentioned, and that's just in my personal experience with them. This one to me is sweet. I feel like this one is definitely sweeter than the Supreme, which is this one. So if you were looking for something sweet similar to the original but different enough to where you would want both, if you know what I mean. So this one, you can kind of smell the dulce de leche in here. You definitely do smell it, at least I know I do. And sandalwood, yes. Cinnamon, yes, you smell that here as well. You smell all of the floral notes in here. It in my opinion, it's absolutely worth every penny. It's worth the price. It's really nice. But it's something that you're going to have to reapply throughout the day, and if that's okay with you, then I would suggest you go for it. Another one that I don't think that you should blind buy, but it's definitely worth a try. And very lastly, we have Toca Simone. I've been wanting to try the Toca fragrances for quite some time, and this just looks so classy, very vintage vibes. Look at this packaging. It's just so nice all around. I went into store and I smelled several fragrances, but I had in mind the ones that I wanted to try out on my skin to see how they meshed, and I decided to pick up the one that is, again, Simone. That's how she looks. She is super nice. She's heavy, very heavy for how, let me see, this is a 1.7 fluid ounce, and this is how the bottle looks. She's very heavy. I like the design on the bottle here. It's very kind of vintage looking. The juice in here is slightly pink, so I was so happy that I picked this up. I love the way this smells. Let's go over the main accords for this fragrance. It's very floral, ozonic, aquatic. It's citrusy, fruity, fresh, musky, green, tropical, and woody. The top notes are watermelon, apple, and lemon. Middle notes of freesia, frangipani, rose, ylang ylang, and base notes of musk, woody notes, and amber. I fall in love with watermelon scented fragrances for some reason, but it's so nice. I found myself looking for another fragrance like L'Imperatrice No. 3 by Dolce & Gabbana. I really love that fragrance, and as you probably already know, that one was reformulated, and I personally like the regular fragrance. It has a beautiful note of watermelon in there, so I really enjoyed it. So that's why I was looking for another fragrance that had watermelon in there. And as you have seen, I think I have another fragrance that actually has watermelon as well, so this one was definitely something I was excited to pick up. So if you have a chance, I would suggest that you go and smell this, because I think it's absolutely worth it. And these are not overly expensive compared to other fragrances out there, and it smells really nice, very clean, very beautiful, sweet. It's tropical, something that you can wear spring and summer, so definitely go ahead and sniff this and let me know what you think about this one. Or if you have a Toca fragrance that you recommend, please let me know, because I'm thinking about maybe picking up another one. I think I want to try Cleopatra on me one more time to see if I like it, but let me know what are your Toca fragrances, or which ones do you think that are like the best of the best, so I can try them out as well. And that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if you have any suggestions for any future videos you'd like to see from me in the future, and also let me know what are your favorite things, what are the things that you've been purchasing, or let me know if you have any recommendations for any fragrances. I'm always on the lookout for new ones, so please let me know. With that said, I will see you on my next one. Bye!